Disclaimer. This is not a how-to video. This is just to document the process of how I built this model. Attempt these processes at your own risk. I am not responsible for anything you end up doing to yourself and or your stuff. In 2018, I received a book on the New Haven Railroad. As well as jumpstart my interest in the railroad itself, it brought my attention to a few of their locomotives. Obligatory Mikado and Pacific aside, there was one type that I couldn't get enough of. Their 210-2s, specifically the L1Bs. The L1Bs were the second rebuild of the 210-2s, and as such carried the smokebox mounted feed water heater and pilot mounted pumps until their removal from service in 1948. Since brass isn't a viable option, I have one other choice. Make one myself. One problem though. The HO210-2 market isn't very kind to casual or more price-restricted buyers. Cheaper renditions of the type are hard to come by, let alone for under $100. Not to mention how the market has fluctuated due to other influential factors which are out of my control. After 3 years, I'd finally found one for under $100 and took it from the world as my own. So guys, the package came today, and I figured I might as well just make it a whole unboxing of its own, because why not? The previous owner was not the best with the box. I want to say that half of this tape is just from him trying to ship it, but I won't judge. I'm sure what's inside is worthy of at least some sort of improvement on the packaging. This beautiful box. You know, this is actually, if it was treated a little more nicely, this could be constantly reused. The letters are like popping out. I don't remember what it's called, but like the letters like pop out. It's like shiny parts. I don't remember what it's called. If we open it up, there she is. Our 210-2. Oh, mine. It's not yours. Let's just take a look. 210-2 Santa Fe. I'm not entirely sure if that's referring to the white notation or the railroad, because I got the Santa Fe version. It tells you all the details, just the basics. The reason I wanted to get the Command XXV version, yeah, it's XXV, is because it is DCC ready. It has an 8-pin plug. I know that you probably can't see it because of the sun glare, but that was the main reason that I got this. Well, I'll bring it down to the desk and we'll unbox everything there. Unfortunately, there isn't too much to see on the label, but, you know, it says Santa Fe, whatever. So we'll just wheel it around. Yeah. Well, the engine looked to be in near immaculate condition, so I'm not too worried about that. I guess I'll get started with the tender first, because for what I have in mind, it is not the most essential piece of the puzzle. There is a loose brake shoe from one of the trucks. That's cool. I'll put that back on later. And here is our tender. It's an oil tender, but it's not a Vanderbilt. Santa Fe 3803. It has one of these Magic Mate couplers, which I wish somebody like made a reproduction version of these, because I know a ton of people who would genuinely benefit from having one. I don't know. There's not too much else to say about this that isn't really present on other tenders from this manufacturer. I mean, there's the rear headlight, a decent amount of detail for something at this price. Here's the plug that you got to put into the engine. I always got confused about these with my only other Command XXV product. But you know what? I can't argue for what I paid. And immediately following that, we have the locomotive. Well, this is part of the locomotive. It's just the front. This packaging seems to be in much better shape. That one was pretty loose. I'll take it out. We might as well just put these off to the side because I will be spinning this around for more than half a revolution. Look at this! Oh my god. This is beautiful. I mean, this is... I still don't know what to say, and I've already opened it once just to make sure that everything was intact. This is beautiful. It seemed to be missing a few details, but I'd have to add a bunch of details for myself for what I need this for. Very nice ATSF on the side of the cab. Oh wow, there is, let me turn on the God light and you can see the inside. I did not notice this when I first looked at it. That is really cool. Even if it is basic and just molded in black. It's something I can easily go over in the future. One of the valves seems to be off, but I'll probably end up replacing that with something more accurate. It's very nice. What is this? This is Walshart's valve gear? I could be wrong. Got pumps here. One of the cranks, like the directional crank? I could be wrong. Got the eccentric. This is a beautiful little thing, and I'm honestly glad that I picked it up. This thing is absolutely massive, coupler to coupler, end to end. Just to make sure that this video doesn't have as much time on it, I will be cleaning everything off camera. Like, as cool as a cleaning video as this would be, this isn't the main focus of this video series, so I'll just keep it short and sweet, and I will get back to you when everything is clean. See you in a second. Okay, here it is, down at the track, all cleaned up and ready to go. So, I will crank it up ASAP. Let's get her going. Wow. It's a beauty. She runs beautifully. She's a perfect candidate for this. So yeah, I'm completely satisfied with my purchase. This is a beautiful candidate for this custom, for this model, I should say. And yeah, you'll receive updates when they're ready. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. See you in the next part, or next week, whichever comes first. Later.